In this video, Jim Cramer focuses on providing a more optimistic perspective on the stock market as he looks ahead this year, despite prevailing fears of economic downturns. He emphasizes 10 bullish factors, including a possible shift in antitrust regulations, negotiable tariffs, and a stabilizing housing market that may allow gradual Federal Reserve interest rate cuts. Cramer highlights advancements in healthcare and technology, particularly in cancer treatment and AI, as catalysts for market growth, while painting and pointing to large tech companies like Meta, Alphabet, and Tesla as significant players.
I love that thing. Anyway, you know me. Sure, the day was disappointing. Kind of like last week, but I want to tack the other way. I want to tell you what could go right. Give you 10 things that might cut in favor of the bulls. All right, they're not rip snorers. No trampling the bear's hair. Just some things that, well, let's say they make me want to be a little more positive than the others. I need to tell you what can go right because nobody else is. You know what? I like being alone. Some of the best moments of my vacation just ended were being alone. Just kidding about that. First, the brooming of Biden's antitrust regulators as the FTC and the Justice Department, that will be fabulous! Fabulous for the market. The party FTC chief, Lena Khan, she seemed to despise every deal and truly abhorred all big business, no matter how great it might have been for the economy or for you or for the average worker. She is, in the end, way over her head. Her swan song, a case brought that will raise the price of alcohol for everyone if she wins. Perfect, nice, common touch. A real asset to President Biden. With them out of the way, we'll see a huge number of deals that will help rationalize entire industries, allow smaller companies in banking, retail, materials, entertainment, enterprise software, pharma to compete against the big dogs. Fantastic for the stock market, just fantastic. The end of Lena Khan's know-nothing FTC is a welcome development another way. You know that we've had a developing shortage of equities? We aren't getting any big IPOs, at least not yet. But if we do, I am confident that M&A will take enough stock out of the market that will still have a shrinking share count. Always remember the stock market is indeed a market. And like any other market, when there's not enough supply, you get higher prices. Third, what happens if Trump's tariffs turn out to be negotiable? What if they're more steak knife and less meat axe? A smart, non-smoot-holy program won't be great for world trade, but then again, America elected a pro-tariff president. If you own stocks and you want them higher, you have to hope for negotiable tariffs that could cause countries to lower prices to us or make multinational companies move their manufacturing base here to a more friendly country. Classic case, Constellation Brands. Okay, a stiletto tariff policy would not force Modelo or Corona to be made in Toledo, Ohio. Fourth, housing breaks price. We're already seeing what happens when there's overbuilding, as is the case in Florida. Prices come down. When mortgage rates go up, what happens? Prices go down. Once prices come down, you know what? Buyers start staying away, hoping for still lower prices, and it usually works, causing sellers to panic, furiously cutting prices themselves, lest they'd be stuck and can't move. It's called the cycle, although it hasn't been operating normally for the last few years. I think 2025 will be the year that the cycle reasserts itself, and the Fed will win big on this one. Big enough to be able to cut rates slowly, but cut nonetheless, which, of course, is what we need. And that's why these home-building stocks keep coming down. It's way too early to bottom fish there. Fifth, we need to hope that Bobby Kennedy Jr. decides to go after foods that are bad for you as opposed to vaccines that are good for you. The makers of the GLP-1 weight loss drugs better have some pretty good data on hypertension, cardiac incidences, maybe dementia, even cancer if they're going to get Kennedy on the other side. Otherwise, he will just say no to Buongiorno. I'm just going to call him that from now on because I think it's really funny. Yes to diet and exercise. That's what he wants. I think it'll turn out that pharma hit bottom ahead of the appointment taking effect. Buongiorno. Six. Oh, come on. I have vacation. I'm having a good time. Give me a break. 20 years of this. Let me have some fun. All right. 6, potential positive. We start seeing some real AI wins, not just small expense cuts because of it. Maybe we get some true data on how to stop cancer. We create new devices that beat hard-to-kill diseases. We learn to map the brain to solve neurological problems. We unlock healthcare as it's never been because, well, we'll have modeled every major attempt to fix the body and how every protein reacts to it. 7, AI gives us robots that are programmed so well that they can do the work of 5 people, which could prevent a monster wave of wage inflation from Trump's proposed deportations. Robots will replace people in restaurants, retail, home building, transportation. They'll be unloading the trucks, medicine, insurance, credit card call centers. Sounds harsh, but Trump won the election running on a hard deportation policy. Assuming he pushes that through, we'll either have massive wage inflation or widespread automation. I prefer the latter. 8, President-elect Trump declares the federal interstate highway system a full self-driving zone, and he accepts data from Tesla that allows the company to jump way ahead of Waymo and become the national self-driving car. Big win for Elon Musk. 9th, the federal government endorses Starlink as the official internet system for the country, and Musk combination satellite phone and internet services cost $60 a month. Big win for Musk. This Starlink is amazing if you haven't tried it. It's a very tough competitor. 10th, we get used to stocks trading in the trillions. It's not an aberration anymore. Right now, there are way too many people who think it's really outrageous for so many companies to be valued over $1 trillion. Meta, Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Tesla, the usual suspects. These stocks could all have a big surge from here if we simply keep getting more money going into index funds. That's what really helps propel these, not just the businesses themselves, even as the businesses are phenomenal and deserve the premium. There you have it. 10 potential positives. Of course, I could have run a whole segment the way most people want to hear. Trump's tariffs will bring massive inflation, which will cause the yield on the 10-year to go through 5, triggering a worldwide depression like 1933. I could have suggested mass deportations will drive up wages to the point where the Fed will have to raise interest rates. I could have said the Mag 7 are out of control and will become a huge source of funds. Après 7 le deluge. Rah! Oh, come on. Anyway, I know I could have said Apple, Nvidia, and Microsoft will miss numbers, that enterprise software will crater from competition, that one of the auto companies will go bankrupt. Or maybe I could just tell you that Palantir gets cut in half and Bitcoin goes down to $50,000. But the problem is, well, here's the bottom line. I don't believe those negatives will happen. So if you excuse me, I don't want to offer Cassandra. I'll let everyone else do that job. They are much better at being pessimistic than I am.